Okay, students. Now the next one is characteristics of ionic compounds. Okay. First, are you all known about ionic compounds? Ions means when one or more electron are transferred from valence shell of one atom to the valence shell of another atom, ions are formed. One or more electron is transferring from one valence shell to another valence shell atom, ions are formed. So that ions are said to be as ionic compounds. Now see here, ionic compound is fully made up of metals and non-metals. Ionic compound is made up of metals and non-metals. Metal loses electrons and becomes positive ion. Metal loses electron and it becomes positive ion. Non-metal gains electron and it becomes negative ion. Ionic compound is made up of metals and non-metals. What does that means? Metal loses electrons. So the metal loses electron and it becomes as positive ion. Non-metal gains electron and it becomes as negative ion. So the ionic compounds which contain ionic bond are called as ionic compounds. The compound which contains ionic bond are called as ionic compounds. The properties are mainly depend on their chemical properties or nature of the bond. So all the other bonds are having the properties. So the properties are mainly depend upon the chemical properties and nature of the compound. In that, first let us see the physical state. See here, in physical state, ionic compound ions are held together by strong electrostatic force. In ionic compound, ions are held together by strong electrostatic force. In that, see here, these compounds are formed because of the strong electrostatic force between cations and anions, which are arranged in a well-defined geometrical pattern. என்ன பண்ணிருக்கு, cations and anions are tightly arranged due to the electrostatic force. So it is arranged in a well-defined graphical pattern. The ionic compounds are crystalline solid at room temperature. The ionic compounds are crystalline solid because it is tightly held. Due to the electrostatic force, the anions and cations are tightly held. So it is a crystalline solid at room temperature. The next property is electrical conductivity. In electrical conductivity, in solids, see here, to conduct electricity, we need freely moving ions. To conduct electricity, we need some freely moving ions. Look at here. Ionic compounds are crystalline solid and so the ions are tightly held together. In physical state itself, we have shown that it is a crystalline solid. So ionic compounds are crystalline solid, so their ions are tightly held together. The ions therefore cannot move freely and they do not conduct electricity in solid state. It is tightly held, so it cannot move freely. So it cannot able to contain electricity also. But in molten state, ions will dissociate due to temperature force. Due to temperature force get decreases. In solid state, ions are tightly held together, so it cannot conduct electricity. But in molten state, ions will dissociate due to temperature force, so it get decreases. So ions split. In aqueous solution, ions will get split. For example, water is a solvent, so it is splitting. So in aqueous solution state, ions can move freely. So see here, the ions therefore cannot move freely and they do not conduct electricity in solid state. However, in molten state, their aqueous solution conduct electricity. In aqueous solution is water, it is solvent, so it can able to split the ions freely. So in aqueous solution, so in molten state, aqueous solution conduct electricity. Next one is melting point. The strong electrostatic force between the cations and anions hold the ions tightly together. So very high energy is required to separate them. See here, the strong electrostatic force between the cation and anion. So they are tightly held together. So to split that, we need more energy. To split the anion and cation, we need more energy. Hence, ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points. Due to the strong electrostatic force between the cations and anions, they hold tightly together. So, we need very high energy to separate them. To split them, we need more energy. So, ionic compounds have high melting and boiling point. Next one is solubility. Ionic compounds are soluble in polar solvents like water, and they are insoluble in non-polar solvents like benzene and carbon tetrachloride. So, what is polar solvent? Contain bond between atom with large electronegativity difference. Polar solvent is it contain bond between atom with large electronegativity difference. Electronegativity means atom oda electron, if it atom oda electron adoda attractive power, that is only electronegativity. So polar solvent is contain bond between atom with large electronegativity difference. They look at the non-polar solvent. Non-polar solvent is contain bond between atom with a small or similar electronegativity difference. Polar solvent is contain bond between atom with a large electronegativity difference. But non-polar solvent is it is having contain bond between atom with a small or similar electronegativity difference. So in polar solvent it is partially having positive and negative ions, but in non-polar solvent it is not having positive and negative ions. So ionic compounds are soluble in polar solvent. It is insoluble in non-polar solvents. Are you clear? Okay, the next one is density, hardness and brittleness. Ionic compounds have high density and they are quite hard because of the electrostatic force between the ions. Due to the electrostatic force between the ions, ionic compounds having high density and they are quite hard. So, they are highly brittle. Highly brittle means salt வந்து நம்ம தூள் தூளா we can able to powder the salt. No, that is only brittle. So due to the electrostatic force, ionic compounds have high density and they are quite hard. But they are having highly brittle, but the ionic compounds are highly brittle. Next is reactions. Ionic compounds undergo ionic reaction which are practically rapid and instantaneous. Ionic compounds undergo ionic reactions which are practically rapid and instantaneous. Instantaneous means one sudden changes. Okay, va? And under ionic reactions means after splitting ions. If anions and cations are holding together, after splitting ions, ionic compounds undergo some ionic reactions which are practically rapid and instantaneous. Are you clear with the characteristics of ionic compounds?